You protect your money. You don't click on strange links. You never give your password to anyone. You do everything right. But that's not the point. It's not about a suspicious email. It's not about a fake website. It's not about you making an obvious mistake. America's most devastating scam now starts inside your bank, with your bank's name, with your bank's phone number, with someone who knows exactly how much money you have in your account. And they don't ask for your password. They ask you to protect your money. That's what makes this scam different from anything you've heard before. Think about the last time your phone rang and you didn't recognize the number. You hesitated. But you answered because it could be the doctor. It could be the bank. It could be important. That hesitation is normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You're being responsible. Now imagine you answer and the person on the other end knows your name, knows where you live, knows the name of your bank, and says there's a serious problem with your account. You'd feel that knot in your stomach, that mix of fear and alarm, because you've spent your whole life taking care of that money. It's your retirement. It's what you and your spouse have built together over decades. It's what ensures you won't have to ask anyone for help. That's exactly what scammers know about you. They know that fear, and they've built an entire scam around it. The FBI has a name for this scheme. They call it the phantom hacker. And since 2024, this scam has stolen over $1 billion from Americans like you. Not because the victims are naive, but because the scammers are too sophisticated. I'm going to show you exactly how this scam works, step by step, so you can recognize each stage before it happens to you. The scam has 3 phases, and each phase is designed to make you trust the next one even more. The first phase begins with a warning message. You're at your computer. Suddenly, a huge window takes over the entire screen. It looks like it's from Microsoft or Apple, or your antivirus. It says your computer has been infected. It says your bank account may be at risk. And it gives you a phone number to call right now, urgently. This is called a fake pop-up. Think of it as a stop sign in the middle of a normal street. The sign looks real. But it was put there by someone who wants you to stop right there. You call the number. On the other end, someone who sounds completely professional answers. Calm, polite, helpful. They say they'll help you solve the problem. But to do that, they need to access your computer remotely to run a diagnostic. This is called remote access. Think of it as letting someone into your home to make a repair. Except that person isn't who they say they are. And once they're inside, they see everything. The fake technician asks you to log into your online banking. They say they need to check for suspicious charges. You log in. They see your balances. They see which account has the most money. This is the most important moment for them, not for you. He's found his target. The second phase begins minutes later. Your phone rings. The number that appears on the screen is your bank's official number. That same number on the back of your card. This is called spoofing. Think of it like an actor dressed as a doctor in a hospital. The white coat looks real. The name tag looks real. But it's all a costume. The voice on the other end is different now. It's someone from your bank's fraud department. He knows your name. He knows the balance you just saw on the screen because the technician from phase 1 passed that information to him in real time. And he has urgent news. A foreign hacker has accessed your account. Your money is at risk right this very moment. But there's a solution. You need to immediately transfer your money to a secure U.S. government account to protect it while they investigate. And here's the detail that makes it all seem legitimate. He tells you not to tell anyone. Not your children, not your spouse, not your friends. Because of the ongoing investigation, secrecy is mandatory. This request for secrecy is the most important red flag in the entire scam. No legitimate institution would ever ask for that. But most victims don't realize it. Because the story is too convincing, and the fear of losing their retirement savings is too great. The third phase is the final blow. If you're still hesitant, a third person enters the scene. Someone claiming to be from the Federal Reserve, from the FBI, from a U.S. government agency. Sometimes a letter even arrives by email on official letterhead with stamps and signatures. All fake. All fabricated to get you to take the final step. Transfer your money. And the instructions are never simple. It's not a one-time transfer. It takes days of transactions, sometimes weeks, via wire transfer, in cryptocurrency, or in physical gold bars, which a courier comes to pick up at your home. Gold bars. In 2024, Maryland authorities documented cases of seniors who bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gold bars and handed them over to a stranger on their front porch, thinking they were protecting their savings. Now, I'm going to debunk something a lot of people believe. Many people think, I'd recognize a scam when I see one. I'm not naive. But this has nothing to do with naivety. The FBI says that the victims of the phantom hacker are exactly the most cautious people. People who pay attention. People who care about security. Scammers use that caution as a weapon. They build 3 layers of trust, one on top of the other, before asking for anything. You weren't scammed because you're naive. You were scammed because the criminals are sophisticated professionals. In July 2024, an 82-year-old retiree in Montgomery County, Maryland, answered a call that appeared to be from a tech support representative. The technician said her computer had been compromised, that her bank account was exposed, that foreign hackers could access her funds at any moment. Soon after, someone from the bank's fraud department called, then someone from the federal government. Each confirmed what the previous one had said. Each sounded completely official. Each ramped up the urgency. In the end, she was instructed to convert all her savings into gold bars, the money she and her husband had spent decades saving, the retirement she thought she was protecting. She lost $900,000. $900,000. That's not just a number. It's a lifetime of work. It's the security she built so she'd never have to depend on anyone. And her case isn't the worst. In the same county, just 3 months earlier, another victim lost $789,000 in the same scheme. And in December of that same year, a suspect was arrested after the county documented more than $6.6 million in local losses that year alone. These cases were documented by the Washington Post, NBC4 Washington, and authorities in Montgomery County, Maryland. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, reports that in 2024, Americans aged 60 and older officially lost $2.4 billion to fraud. But the agency estimates that the actual figure could reach $82 billion because most victims never report the crime. $82 billion every year. The FBI says the average loss per victim of the phantom hacker is $83,000, and more than 7,500 people lost over $100,000 each. And the most devastating detail of all, if you report the scam on the same day, there's a small chance of recovering the money, between 10 and 15%. If you wait longer, the FBI says the money is likely lost forever. That's why this video exists, not to scare you, to arm you. Now comes the part that matters. What you can do today to make sure this never happens to you. There are 4 steps. Simple. You can do each one on your own. Step 1, hang up, always. If you receive an unsolicited call, a text, or a pop-up on your computer saying there's a problem with your account or your computer, do just one thing. Hang up. Don't explain. Don't argue. Don't wait to hear more. Hang up. If it's a real problem, the bank will send a letter. It will show up on your statement. You can call back. But the call that reaches you without you asking for it, demanding immediate action, isn't real. It never was. It never will be. Step 2, call the number you find yourself. If you're worried after hanging up, that's okay. Call your bank. But use the number on the back of your debit or credit card. Or go to the bank's official website by typing the address into your browser yourself. Never use the number the person on the call gave you. Never click on a link that arrived via text. The right number is the one you find, not the one they give you. This simple difference is what separates victims from those who escape. Step 3, know what no legitimate institution will ever ask for. Your real bank will never ask you to move money to protect you. The real FBI will never ask for a wire transfer. The real Federal Reserve doesn't have accounts to hold individual customers' money. The real Microsoft never calls you about problems with your computer. No U.S. government agency will ask for payment in cryptocurrency, gift cards, or gold bars. Never. If someone asks for this, no matter how official they seem, it's a scam. And if someone asks you to keep it a secret from your family, that's the clearest sign of all. Legitimate institutions don't do that. Step 4, add a trusted contact to your bank account. This is the step most people don't know about, and it's one of the most powerful. Go in person to your bank branch. Talk to the manager and say, I'd like to add a trusted contact to my account. You'll provide the name and phone number of a trusted family member or friend. If the bank notices suspicious activity in your account, it can contact that person. That person cannot move your money or make transactions. They can only be notified. It's like having a second pair of eyes on your funds without giving up control. The exact process at any U.S. bank. Go to the branch in person, ask the manager for the trusted contact option, and provide the name and phone number of the trusted person. If your bank offers account monitoring through the app, enable transaction notifications. You'll receive an alert on your phone every time money leaves your account. Go to settings in the bank's app, then alerts or notifications, then transaction alerts. Enable everything to recap the 4 steps. 1. Hang up on any unsolicited calls regarding financial security. 2. Call back using the number you found yourself on the back of your card or on the official website. 3. Remember, no legitimate bank, government agency, or company will ask you to transfer money, pay with gold, or keep a family secret. 4. Add a trusted contact to your bank account during your next visit to the branch. If you suspect you've been targeted by the phantom hacker, report it immediately at ic3.gov, the FBI's website for internet crimes, and at reportfraud.ftc.gov, the FTC's website. If you'd like to speak with someone in person, AARP has a toll-free fraud hotline, 1-877-79-08-336-0. And if you've already been a victim, know this: you weren't naive. You were targeted by professional criminals who spend all day perfecting this scam. The FBI, the FTC, and AARP are on your side. Report it, call, ask for help. There are still cases where the money is recovered. You've spent decades taking care of your money. Now you know exactly how to protect it. This knowledge you've just gained could save the retirement of someone you love. Share this video with a family member, with a neighbor, with anyone on your contact list you want to protect. Because the best defense against these scammers isn't technology, it's information. And you've just gained access to the best information available. If this video was helpful to you, click like. Subscribe to the channel to receive the next alerts as soon as they're released. And leave a comment with the name of the scam you want us to cover next week. You're in control, and now you know it.